beadfestartbeads.com. We are so happy that you are joining us. Welcome in, welcome in. Guys, I have a very special guest here with me today, and I've got some really special pieces to show you all. Super excited. So I do want to mention though that nothing has changed. All of the things are still the same. I'm just coming to you live from Bead Fest. However, you can still shop exactly the same way as always. There is a shopping bag on the side of your screen. You can click on that and get the information about the items that are in today's show. And if you would like to, you can check out while you are watching the show, which is really nice and really important for a show like today, because the items that I'm going to show you guys are in limited supply. So once they're gone, and you don't want to miss out on those. So be sure that you're closing out your cart if you are putting these items in. You don't want to miss out. They're not going to be there much longer. You definitely want to get your hands on these. So guys, I have with me Anne of Gardanne Beads. It's very special. Thank you. I'm so happy to have you here. So happy. So for those of you who do not know Anne, where have you been? Anne is an amazing artist, guys, and I've been talking to Anne all morning, so I know a lot more about Anne than I knew before. She has done many, many things in her career, and one of the things that she is very, very talented in is enamel work. And we just happen to have some of her pieces here. We have them in limited supplies. We're going to look at those up close. We're going to talk about the process a little bit, but I want you guys to get to know Anne a little bit better so that when you have her pieces, you know that you have a very special handmade piece that came from somebody that is now her friend, right? So we have these beautiful Monstera leaves that we have in a couple of different colors. And guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but on the artbeads.com website, there are a ton of other Anne of Gardanne pieces that you can check out, but these were specifically put together for this show, and we have them in limited quantities. So if you are joining us online, you can grab these on the website. If you are joining us here live at the show, you can grab them here. But again, same thing. Once they're gone for good, right? All right, Anne, so tell us a little bit about how you got started. This is a really cool, it's really nice to hear where you got started, and like your happy accident story, I think is kind of my favorite. So tell us a little bit.
Well, I started out making lampwork beads. Took a class from my daughter's art teacher, and got addicted to the torch and making lampwork beads. And then maybe 5 years into that, torch firing enamel was a big thing, even though it's been around for thousands of years.
Yeah.
And as long as there have been torches, I guess. And one of my rules, because I was buying so many tools, was to use what I have.
Right.
You know, okay, I have a torch, I have ventilation, I have some enamel, I have some brass and copper sitting around. So I started just enameling in the torch, not the kiln yet, but in the torch. And then I said, oh, these look kind of cool, I'll sell them. And I sold them on Etsy. And so, and this was before I mean, I was Gardanne Beads, but I wasn't able to support myself yet. It was still a hobby territory. Yeah. And I just started doing it, and then a couple of years later, I told you I read a book about enameling, and it said you can't enamel on brass, and I panicked. I'd been enameling on brass for 2 years. Yeah. And then I calmed down after a while and said, well, no one's called me up and said, the enamel flew off my my piece, my jewelry. What do I do? So I just kept doing it. But most of these techniques and most of these, the painting and things like, they're all, I mean, some of them are planned. Right. You know, based on just using the materials I have on hand. This is This is glass frit, which is used in lamp working that I apply to the enamel, and it has its own little reactions. This is just free-form sprinkling existing enamel on top of the teal. So, but occasionally I'll do something and then I'll have to reverse engineer it to figure out how I did it.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There is no great business plan, as I told you.
So for those of us who, and I don't want you to give any of your trade secrets away, obviously, but for those of us who maybe don't really understand the enameling process and like what all it takes to put a piece like this, these pieces together, can you give us like a kind of a 101 of like,
Sure.
and just a very general version? Because again, I don't want to take any of your secrets away, but I do think that it's important that people understand a little bit of what this process is, so that they understand just how amazing these pieces are. Because it's not like you're a machine and you're just churning these out. Like you are literally touching each and every single one of these pendants.
Few times.
Right.
And if there's more, like if there's painting involved or if there's silver foil applied, there is more than one firing.
Right.
You know, more than one touching process, things like that. Enamel's glass. Enamel's powdered glass. And it's kind of like glaze on a piece of pottery, because glaze on glaze is glass.
Right.
And I think because I had a lamp work background,
right,
I was familiar with how glass has reactions, how glass responds in the different temperatures of the flame.
Right.
And glass melts in the presence of a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 degrees. And it fuses to the metal. Either copper. In my case, I use a fair amount of brass. And the only way you know if it works...
Sorry, Eric.
The only way you know if it works is to try it.
Right.
As I told you, if the metal... Enamel doesn't like zinc. So if it has too much of that in the metal, the enamel will pop off.
Yeah.
As it's cooling. And which is a good quality control. I don't have to sell anything. But that's why when I start using a new piece, I'll only buy a dozen of them.
Right.
And try them out and see if they work, because all brass doesn't work.
Right, right.
But it fuses to the metal, it's permanent. It's really amazingly durable. I mean, with just anybody who's a lamp worker knows that glass is incredibly durable.
Right.
You can drop these on a hardwood floor and they'll bounce. They're fine.
Yeah.
But metal bends, glass doesn't. So if you take some pliers and bend it, they will crack.
Right.
But I try and pick pieces that are very durable to begin with, that I can't bend with my own hands to begin with, so that I know they'll be durable after the enamel is on.
Right. Right. So you mentioned earlier when we were talking about gardens, right?
Yes.
And I was going to ask you where your inspiration comes from, but I kind of have a feeling that may have something to do with some of it, maybe a little bit.
Nature in general.
Right.
I mean, isn't every artist inspired
I kind of
by
suspected
nature? Yeah. I mean, I'm a big gardener. I have a little garden now, but it still meets my needs, and I'm always taking pictures of different color combinations in nature.
Yeah.
And then trying to find, I don't have enough enamel colors to meet that need, unfortunately, but then trying to find the enamel component. I told you I was very visual.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
we have comments going on. Lots of people joining us from home. Nicole is here. Susie is here. Hello, everybody. Amy says such beautiful detail. Nancy says absolutely gorgeous. So many of you are here. Thank you guys for joining us. You guys, listen, I know that there is only a handful of these available, and they are extra special. You definitely want to get your hands on these. Oh! Good morning, audience! I was like, what are we doing? What, Eric's trying to give me
here,
secret
they're
code.
there.
Yes, the audience is here. Hello to all of you who are joining us live. We're doing things a little different this morning, so I'm a little off my game, but we do have people here in the audience checking things out for sure. You may see Becky, our bead fairy, out there. She's got some beads to give away here very soon. So we're still going strong here at Bead Fest. All right, so I wanted to, guys, just give you a little bit of inspiration. I put together a necklace project using one of the pendants from Anne that is available on rbeads.com, and I already have it here, but I was going to swap it out with one of the new ones just to show you guys how pretty and how versatile. So I just took some pretty check glass fire polish, which of course you can get any color you want on the Art Beads website, and some chain also from the Art Beads website. Guys, you can always get the information about all of the items that you see right here. So if you want to recreate this, hit that shopping bag. It's going to bring up all of that information. But I thought we could swap out the beautiful sea star here with one of the Monstera leaves. So the Monstera leaves are in two different colors, right? Mm-hmm. You have two different ones that are available, and because it's just you, right? You don't have tons and tons of items, right? These are truly limited quantities.
Yes, I'm an employee of one.
And I say an army of one. You are an army of one.
And I don't want to hire anybody new, because then I'll just have to make more stuff and to pay.
Understood.
I
yeah.
want to keep my overhead down. So
right.
But fortunately, 6 hours in front of the torch just melts away, literally.
Yeah.
It really is pretty. I always say I must really enjoy what I do, because time just flies. So,
and I think we can tell in your pieces how much you love what you do.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty crafty, like most of us creative folks, that we just always have to be making something.
Yep.
Always have to be doing something.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Always got to have our hands moving,
Yeah.
doing something, creating
Yeah.
something for sure.
So I'm super grateful that to my customers and friends. I consider my customers friends, because I've known them for years.
Yeah.
I'm truly grateful for the supporting my small business and supporting, keeping a roof over my head.
Absolutely. No, and I can tell you from my own experience, I know what it takes to run your own business and be that army of one. So it's really amazing to get your hands on these pieces and know the story behind them, and to really appreciate where they came from and the love and creativity that was put into these. So I feel like we're kind of spoiled at Art Beads in the fact that we get to have you, and we get to offer these amazing pieces to all of our customers.
Well, you guys have also spoiled me. It's hard work having artisans. Handmade, you have to wait longer for my stuff. So if anything's out of stock, it's never Art Beads' fault. It's always me. Because I'm working as fast as I can.
Right.
But yes, I think that customers that make jewelry to sell have a story to tell their customers, that they are handmade.
Yep.
In the USA by a small business person, and they're unique. People want unique.
Absolutely. And not only are they unique, they're absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So guys, remember, there's only a handful of these. Don't wait on them. You definitely want to close out your cart, because if you don't, I cannot promise that they're going to be there when you come back to your cart later. I did want to mention before we finish up here, Anne, that you had told me you're not much of a jewelry maker, but you love to see the pieces that people make. So I definitely want to encourage all of you who make a purchase, who have some amazing pieces of jewelry. Guys, please head over to Serious Art Beaters on Facebook and post your creations so that we can see, and definitely wants to see what you're doing with all of her beautiful creations. And I think that's really cool to see it from start to finish, and then into a beautiful
and my
piece of
customers
jewelry.
give me ideas.
Yeah.
Like, can you put a hole there? Oh, well, yeah, I never thought of that, but sure I can. Or can you make this color combination?
Right.
And I'm like, well, I haven't tried it yet. So a lot of my ideas have come from my customers, not just from me.
Right. That's awesome. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Anne. This has been very educational for me, for sure, and I've really enjoyed having the opportunity to spend some time with you and talk to you, and then to get to see your beautiful artwork in person is just incredible. So thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for sharing your creativity with us. Guys, thank you, all of you that are at home joining us. As I mentioned, you can absolutely grab some of these on the website. If you are here in the audience, you can grab those as well. And we're going to do a drawing here in just a second for those of you who are joining us live. And then in person, sorry, everybody's live. It's always live. Okay. It's been a long week, okay? But it's been fun, and it's always a pleasure to get to hang out with fellow artists. So thank you again, Anne, for joining us. We really, really appreciate it, and we appreciate everything that you are doing for our beads, for sure. So
Very nice meeting you.
it has been a pleasure. All right, so if you are joining us in the audience, not live, because of course you're live, but if you're joining us in the audience, guys, we are going to do a drawing for a Toho Challenge bead box. So let's get ready. We've got the lovely Rochelle.
We're so excited. We're so excited. We hope you're here. All right. Rhea Blackwell. We have Rhea Blackwell here. Going once, going twice. All right. Gotta be here to win. Gotta be here to win. For sure. All right. Meryl Davis. Meryl Davis. Meryl? Meryl? All right. We'll keep trying. We're going to give you one. And so, Courtney Janice? Courtney? No Courtney. All right. We're going to keep going. Good luck. Jackie Shoop? Jackie? Jackie? All right. Oh. Connie Morris? Connie? Connie? Anybody? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. We mixed these all up. We shook them in a box because it's a little small there, it's a little full. Cindy Demi? Oh my gosh. But hey, you know all sorts of your bead friends now. You could Google and Facebook friend them and say, hey, you're not here. I want your kit. Mary Ann Colazzo? Mary Ann? Where's Ginger and the professor? Oh, sorry. Showing my age. Susan Hermanson.
I get you guys to work for you.
Susan? Alright, we're gonna keep trying. Don't leave. Get over here closer. Denise Pettit. Or is it no, it is Denise. But if Dennis was here, I mean that would work too. Another Cindy. Cindy Finn. Cindy Finn!
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Excuse me. And again, thank you, Anne, for being with us. We appreciate you so, so much. And thank you, everybody who is joining from home, everybody who is here in the audience. Thank you so, so much, guys. And don't forget to set your reminders, because we will be back to our normal schedule next week, same time, same place, with all of our regular lineup. But thank you so much for hanging out with us this week while we've been at Bead Fest. We've got a couple more lives to go So you definitely want to stick around and see what's going on today on the Art Beads website. You don't want to miss anything. Sign up for the newsletter while you are there. Be sure that you are checking out our Facebook group and all of those wonderful things. And you can always come back and watch this as a video on demand anytime that you want to. If you would like to hear the enamel story and Anne's story again, we definitely encourage you to spend some time checking out the library there as well to get tons of inspiration. All right, guys, so that's it, at least for a little while, right? It is bye for now. We'll see you later with some more fun things coming to you.